All right, okay. The phone lines are dead. If you want to call in, be advised, you're in for a long conversation tonight.
Steve is ripping his hair out with us.
It's like you're
Worse than Lucas.
It's like you're having lunch with two aunties who you haven't seen in 10 years, and they just want to know everything about your life.
I'll be honest, Hoos and I haven't done a show this year in a long time.
Yeah, I wonder why. You didn't need to. The last one you did is still going.
That's not a lie. That is factually true.
It's not. We got a lot of questions to get to here from the Mixler. I want to hit these first. If you want to call in, the number is 256-567-5337, 256-56-SLEEP on your phone. All right, let's get into some of these that came in on the Mixler here. Okay, so let me go back in time. 4 hours ago. Yeah. Okay, Darren Warnkin. Sorry. Tight end stream, Ebron or Fant this week?
Ebron.
Gonna be Ebron. Hopefully, get that squeaky oil wheels, whatever stuff.
Yep. Ebron for me. Mr. Nobody, PPR, start 3. Here's our choices: Lindsey, James White, Mixon, Brian Hill, Kenyon Drake. I need to sit 2 of them.
Starting Lindsey and White, so sit the other guys.
No, I could start 3. I could start
you
3.
need to sit 2, so you can start 3.
Yep.
I'm gonna start Brian Hill as well.
Yeah, I agree with Hoos.
Lindsey, White, Brian Hill. All right, Carlos Pack 89. Play Steelers defense or Baltimore defense?
Steelers rest of the year. Every single game for the rest of the year, start those Steelers defense.
Agreed.
All right, Taz 650. Jets or Panthers this week? Defense.
Good defenses, even though I know Hayes said Jets aren't. But
I'm going Panthers.
Yeah, they're the better defense. I'm going to go Panthers.
Agreed on that one. JCH28, hello. I need a wide receiver and a flex. Dull PPR. I'm sorry you're in a boring league. I think he meant full PPR. Ridley. All right, so we need a wide receiver and a flex. We got Ridley, we got McLaurin, we got Mark Andrews, we got Tyrell Williams, Alshon, and Rojo. He's already starting Connor, Coleman, Godwin, and Waller.
I would start Alshon.
Alshon's day-to-day.
Sorry, give me that list again.
Ridley?
I don't think it would have been out.
Ridley, McLaurin, Mark Andrews, Tyrell Williams, Alshon, and Rojo. One wide receiver, one flex.
Rojo and Ridley.
Rojo and Ridley?
I'm no help because I'm going Alshon and Mark Andrews.
Alshon and Mark. Okay. I mean, give us some why.
Mark Andrews has been unbelievable. If you could flex him, I think he's like the number 4 or 5 tight end.
Yeah, but he's been terrible the past few weeks, though. And then Alshon's got New England this week, so I'm not starting Alshon.
I would. I'm taking that chance.
Okay. So Alshon's a little risky.
I don't think New England's defense is as good as it has been. They got exposed against the Ravens, and I think
it's a different quarterback.
Yeah, truly, absolutely different quarterback. But it's still a good offense.
Everyone's going to get exposed against Lamar Jackson. You can't prepare for him.
No, but it's still a good offense. Mark Andrews last week, granted, now taking it for granted salt, it was against Cincinnati. He had 23 points. So he's coming off a good game for Cincinnati, and Houston is not very good against tight ends either.
No love for Tyrell Williams, huh? That surprises me.
I love Tyrell Williams, actually. They have been cluing in on him, realizing it's just him and Waller.
Yeah, but
and just been dumping to. I mean, I'm not upset that they've been passing it to Jalen Richard because I love Jalen Richard, but it looks like they've just been using him a little bit more recently. So I'm hoping he can bounce back and get back on the touchdowns because he hasn't had one in a couple games.
Yeah.
And his first 5 games of the year. Of his year, he's missed a couple, score touchdowns. So I'm hoping he could get back to that.
All right. So, sorry, JCH. We got Ridley and Rojo for Hoos. George liked Mark Andrews and Alshon. I think I would probably start Ridley. I think I'd probably start Ridley and Mark Andrews here. I'm a little worried about Alshon. I'm just not sure about the health yet.
I was hoping you go Ridley McLaurin just so we had no agreement anywhere.
No, I really would love to start McLaurin, and I probably will end up doing it in one league, but I just saw an alert on Sleeper that said the Redskins are going to go look at Colin Kaepernick, and if Dwayne Haskins isn't in the worst situation right now.
Because Haskins is terrible.
I mean,
at least he has so far. He could be great next year. In fairness to him, he hasn't had much of a.
He hasn't had anything good around him. The team is not good. The coach, they didn't want him. That came out.
Right.
How's that do for your confidence? You only come in like when Case Keenum gets hurt, and now all of a sudden you're the starter. And 2 days later they say, "Oh, we're going to look at Kaepernick." I mean, I thought Josh Rosen had it bad. This poor guy. So I
think it's all a PR stunt with the teams announcing that they're going to send somebody to look at.
The fact that they're all saying yes, we're sending someone it's covered.
I don't know.
Yeah, listen, if I think they're going to send somebody to look at him, and then this way they can say, well, the NFL is blackballing him. No, we're not blackballing you. Look we went to your workout.
They're all going to say
we all sent somebody to look at your workout. It's just you haven't played in 3 years, and
I do think he does get signed. I know someone will sign him because he is a quarterback.
This late in
real pride.
I don't think he gets signed.
Nah, he's
I
garbage.
think he gets signed.
I don't know, man.
It's just more immediately.
He's not going to Washington. I'll tell you why. Because Donald Trump will have a conniption
Not
fit.
Redskins.
Donald Trump will lose his mind if Colin Kaepernick plays in Washington.
That is a Dan Snyder move, though. Is it not?
The Diesel 07, Debo or Robbie Anderson this week? Half point.
I'm gonna have to go Debo because I haven't been on the Robbie Anderson train this whole year, and I'm not.
Robbie Anderson hasn't been on the Robbie Anderson train this year.
This is true.
So, I like that. Debo, who's you go with Debo?
Go with Debo.
All right, Rob Trauma, cool name. Juju or A-Rob, PPR?
Give me A-Rob. He's seeing all the targets. He's the only wide receiver on that team, pretty much.
This pains me because you spent so much draft capital on Juju. You probably took him at the back end of the first or early in the second, but I'm gonna go A-Rob, and it hurts. It really does.
Yep. Okay, Rob Trauma's good. Taz 650. Who's a better stash, Debo or Deontay? Half point.
In Dynasty Debo this year, Deontay.
No, this is stash, so I'm assuming this is redraft.
Yeah, I'm going Deontay.
Deontay.
Same. Haven't heard from this guy in a while. Right, stop the D nice. Stone Cold Rogers, Crazy Canuck. Oh, he just called in. I didn't know that was Stone. I see these guys, and they got their real name, they got their sleeper name. They got their Mixler name. They got their Twitter. It's all different. I don't know who's who. Sorry, Steve Rogers.
You guys need to quit trying to confuse Steve. I won't tolerate
Stone Cold. Okay, so it must be Andrew Rogers. Is Stone Cold Rogers, a.k.a. Crazy Canuck. Okay. All right. Debo's talent trumps Deontay, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, he's part of the show. All right, cool. He's part of the show. Taz 650. Who should I start at my wide receiver 1, 2, and 2 flexes? Standard league. All right?
Start your team base.
Yeah, so here's our wide receivers for our 1 and 2 spot. We got Amari, Marvin Jones, Kenny G, Curtis Samuel, Michael Gallup.
All right, so Hoos and I think, are both going to agree you start Amari Cooper.
I think that's a safe pick.
I try not to speak for you, but that one I felt safe.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to come down to his wide receiver 2. I don't know about you, Hoos. I'm personally leaning Curtis Samuel.
I was leaning Samuel as well. Yeah, he's super safe. He's a safe option.
All right, and then we got 2 flexes. So we still have Marvin Jones. We have Kenny G. We have Michael Gallup. But we also throw in Royce Freeman and Madison and Gore. I think we can knock Gore and Madison out of the picture.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Royce.
I'm going to go Gallup.
And Gallup. Royce and Gallup would be my two.
So I'm starting both Cowboys receivers, which I have in one or two leagues.
Yep.
I have them both in one or two leagues. I haven't been upset about it. Detroit is so bad.
Yeah,
Defense.
that's why I went with Royce.
It's so bad. Yeah, Royce is a solid option too. He needs a running back as well.
No, just two flexes.
Oh well, Royce has Minnesota.
Yeah, so we want touchdowns. This is standard league, so
Yeah, I
Royce,
think upside. Royce has got the most upside for a touchdown of what's left.
I don't know. He only has 2 on the season.
Would you rather have Madison, Marvin Jones, Gore?
I'd rather have Kenny. I think I'd rather have Kenny Golladay.
I'd rather have Golladay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather start Golladay or Marvin Jones.
So Cooper, Samuel, Gallup, and Golladay. Does that sound good? That sounds like a couple of touchdowns.
No, I would do Cooper, Gallup, and Samuel. So those 3 I'm going with.
No, we get 2 flexes.
Yeah, 2 flex. Oh yeah, then so Golladay. I'd go Golladay.
That sounds good. All right. Let's see. Todd Gurley and Jarvis Landry, Dynasty trade value, half-point league.
Get what you can for Gurley, if you can get anything good for him. He's been a sell of mine all season.
I'm still buying him. Not at a high value, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure you can get better than get what you can. I think for Gurley, I don't think you have to.
Well, yeah, obviously you're not. Listen, I'm not trading Gurley for Brian Hill. Okay, that's just not happening. Okay, or Quadri Olsen. Yeah, within reason. Within reason. Okay, but if you can get a half
inbox, check your trades.
I'm looking. Why? Do I have Brian Hill?
Brian Hill.
But no, I mean within reason, obviously. But I want out from Gurley. I don't want nothing to do with him on my team. So if I can. Now let me ask you this. This is obviously a dynasty trade. Would you trade Todd Gurley for Kerryon Johnson?
No.
I almost think I would.
I see no reason why I would do that, just because Detroit has given you no reason to believe in a Detroit running back for years. And Kerryon, we've seen his usage. The most touches he's going to get is about 15 to 16. That's with his catches. That's with his runs on the ground. This coaching staff is ran by it's a New England coaching staff.
I know.
Do we trust New England to provide us with a running back that we can trust other than James White? No. So yeah, that's where I am with him. I'd much rather have Gurley, just because I know he's going to get at least double-digit touches every game, and
See, I question his health. I highly question it. They did spend a lot. They traded up to draft a running back. They matched an offer for a running back. I mean,
no, I'm aware of all that.
I'm saying that. They've got a lot of cap invested in Gurley, and I think we know it was a mistake. I think they know that was a mistake, and I think the first chance they can get out from underneath that mistake, they're going to.
Enough.
All right, I had to screen a call. Did we cover that one?
Yeah, we beat that one to death.
Okay, Taz 650, Josh Allen or Deshaun Watson, or pick up Jimmy G. I don't think that needs a lot of discussion. Deshaun Watson.
We all agree, Jimmy G.
No,
I'm kidding.
I don't. Would you Jimmy G for Josh Allen? I'm not. I think I'm holding on Josh Allen.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're keeping them both, keep Josh Allen. Don't switch him out. But You're not starting anybody over Deshaun Watson.
No.
All right, we got Ricardo Banks on the line. I recognize this guy. What's up, Ricardo? Thanks for calling the Mailsack. What you got?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's
up,
Ricardo?
my guy?
Quick. So after what was it, like 10 weeks of trying to sell Eckler, I finally sold him for.
Did you get Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson. Yeah.
You were trying to get Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah, I was trying to get him, but it wasn't until this week I got him.
You got him. Nice. You got the MVP.
So now in my next league that I'm kind of what am I in? I'm in fifth place with this one. I'm kind of struggling with my whole roster. This shit's ugly as hell, man. Like I don't even know how I'm in third place with this roster, but I'm doing it though. I don't know, but I need some serious help with this one. At the running backs, I got Michelle, I got Murray, Mostert, McKissick, and Montgomery. Who should I start this week?
You got Michelle. Mostert,
I'm glad you told me that was ugly.
Montgomery said.
Wow. You got to. I mean, that's an obvious start with that roster.
I don't know if it's obvious with that roster. McKissick is actually. I've started him the couple games.
Those are the two that I would be starting. If you got to start two, it would be McKissick and Michelle.
McKissick.
Sorry, well, this one I still have Eckler on this roster. I still got Eckler on this roster.
And then you're gonna do Sony over Montgomery?
I was looking at that.
Well, I was asking George that.
I think I am.
Okay. I'm gonna do Montgomery, and the first name I chose, who is escaping me now. McKissick, yes, McKissick. So yeah, and then if you have Eckler to flex, I'd flex Eckler.
He just said he traded Eckler.
Okay, because I could start.
No, he said in another league.
I got Eckler. I got Eckler in 3 leagues, man.
Okay.
And I
why do you sound so bummed about that? He's still like giving you James White numbers.
Yeah, he is, but shit, I'd rather have James White than I'd rather have Eckler.
Same.
Sure.
I'm good with either.
Yeah.
All right, so another question. I got freaking Devontae Adams on bye. My receivers right now is Fitzgerald. I'm benching him. I got Dorsett, Pascal, Renfro, and Deontay Johnson. Only start 3.
What do you need? 3?
Yeah, I need 3. Pascal, Renfro, Dorsett, Deontay Johnson.
I think I'm sitting Dorsett.
I think Dorsett.
I'm doing Pascal,
Deontay
Johnson, and Fitz,
and Renfro.
Is it 4 or 3? I'm doing Fitz. I'm not doing Renfro.
He needs 3.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do Fitz, Deontay, and I'm forgetting the other name I said again because I don't know.
Pascal.
Yes. So those are my 3. I just feel like with Fitz, he's going to get all that short area stuff against San Fran. He might be like that nice, warm security blanket, nice and fuzzy.
I don't know, man. Richard Sherman might be a blanket on him too, you know.
I mean, he can't pass the line of scrimmage. So Larry Fitz is he's gonna pass like 1 yard, and then he's gonna try to break Sherman, get 3 yards, but he's gonna have that like maybe 6 or 7 times. So 6 yards. I mean, six receptions times 3.
So he's gonna have 6 receptions for 18 yards. That's what you want.
Yes. That's exactly what he's gonna do. But if it's a PPR, hey, You're gonna be okay with that.
No, for me, it's Renfro. I'm starting him. I'm starting Pascal, and I'm starting Deontay. I'm gonna go ahead and sit both Larry Fitz and Philip Dorsett.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, sounds proper. What are your thoughts on Mostert this week?
I think his value depends a lot on Matt Breda's ankle.
Because I see on Sleeper that Breda's out, and they said he might be out for multiple weeks, for 2 weeks.
I didn't see that. I know he's questionable with the ankle injury, but I haven't seen, and I'm looking it up right now. I haven't seen an official diagnosis that he's been ruled out for the game.
Oh, okay.
Either
Well,
way.
on my Sleeper, it says that he's out. He's already ruled out. Shit.
Yeah, that was 8 hours ago.
That they ruled him out?
Yeah.
So I was at work. I didn't see it.
Says the status out, but only says no practice Wednesday.
So he's out for practice.
Yeah, he's out for practice. He's not out for the week.
He's got a low ankle sprain, so he's going to be like a game time decision. Low ankles, he can still be out there. I would assume that they sit him though, because they still have such a winning record. And Mostert, and then they still have
Jeff Wilson Jr.
Jeff Wilson, yes, exactly. Thank you. So I think they're okay. At running back, they probably will sit Breda, just because they can.
Yeah, figures. All right, final question. If Stafford plays, you guys started him over Kyle Allen? Is that his name? Kyle Allen? Yeah.
Stafford's not playing. He's probably done for the year.
Oh, word? It's like.
Well, he should be done for the year because he's got broken bones in his back, but apparently he's been playing with it. And yeah, apparently I think the staff is gonna get investigated behind that because I think they knew that he had a couple fractures and they just allowed him to continue playing.
I broke my back.
Spinal.
Yeah, spinal. So if he's out there, if they play him, I'm playing him just because I think he's been hurt already and he's been balling. Not balling, but hey, I'll take 20 something points a game. That's not easy to do this year, apparently. Wouldn't count on them though. I would not want to count on them though. So if you could make your decisions earlier, I would do that. Who's your options?
Well, shoot, my options right now for this is Kyle Allen, and the other one is.
I start Kyle Allen against Atlanta.
Yeah.
At home. Hopefully, he gets a.
So my other only option is Kyle Allen and Goff. He's available.
I would do Kyle Allen against the Arizona defense, which is atrocious.
It's Atlanta, bro. What do you have in front of you today, George?
As I said, against the Atlanta defense, they're atrocious.
I thought you said Arizona.
No, Atlanta.
I thought you said Arizona. My bad.
No, sir. I know Arizona's got San Francisco. That's why he's sitting Larry Fitz.
Right.
Yeah, that seems about it, fellas. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to work before I get caught.
Ricardo, we appreciate you sneaking away.
Catch you on Sleeper,
man.
brother.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Later, Ricardo.
Man. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you for the call. And now we're going to get into the sack questions because we haven't got to those yet. So there's not too many. We should be done in just a few minutes here. Let's see what we got here. Into the sack we go. Sid Baffs wants to know, start Foles this week? And then he says Foles or Carr. So would you just start Nick Foles straight away?
Hell no.
If you had to choose between Carr and Foles, I think you're going Carr, right, against Cincy?
Absolutely.
I don't like Carr, but I'm going Carr.
I don't like Carr either, but I'm not starting Nick Foles in his first game back. And Carr's got a sweet matchup, so that one for me is easy.
Okay. Run CMC 69, Chubb or Connor rest of season?
Connor.
Connor.
Okay. Underdog Z, what do you do with Hooper? Drop, stash, and who to stream? I know you're going to say stash.
I think we answered this.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but I try to let the guys that send questions in know, like, skip the calls if you want to. And I know we said stash, but I think if you're on the bubble or you, like, if there's somebody on the waiver wire that can help your team win to get to the playoffs, he's droppable temporarily. Just keep an eye on him. Get him, like, wait until the last minute, first of all, because, like, we said it earlier, we don't know exactly what's going on. Coach says he's day-to-day. Somebody else said a month. So keep him for now. Wait until the last minute. Man, but if there's somebody out there like you could pick up this week could help you win to get a playoff spot.
I still wouldn't drop him. I'm dropping somebody
Neither would
else.
I.
I'm finding somebody else. I'm still finding somebody else to drop.
I'm looking in my leagues. If you drop Austin Hooper, I will find somebody
God.
on my. I will find somebody on my bench to drop for him. He's going to get picked up immediately.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys I would drop for him.
And it could end up being a Saquon Barkley situation where they say he's going to miss 4 weeks, although Saquon's was 6 to 8, and then he comes back significantly earlier.
Yep.
And then everybody who sold Saquon cheap and
could be
and whatnot, it just feels like crap.
Could also be a 6 week to 8 week injury. Could be shuts it down for the season.
Yep, that's why you hold them.
Flip a coin.
Possible. Yep.
All right, Dio wants to know: start a wide receiver 3 and a flex half point. Here's who we got. We got Marquise Brown, John Brown, Joe Mixon, and Terrell Williams. I need 2 for a flex and one of the wide receivers, and then one for a flex.
I'm starting Marquise Brown, and I think I'm going to flex Mixon.
Yeah, I think that's where I was leaning to. Yep.
Too nice. Can you talk a little bit about the KC running strategy? Should we expect a concrete committee? Well, as part of the Kansas City coaching staff, I would love to speak about that and give away all our secrets. No, honestly, I'm being a dick. What do you guys think? I mean, what have you seen so far that makes you think anything's going to change one way or the other? Is it one of those unpredictable things, or is it who's hot? It seems like hot hand to me.
I think it depends. It's a definite committee with McCoy and Damian Williams. If McCoy's out, Damian Williams is the workhorse.
Well, here's the thing, and it was pretty nice for myself and yourself, George. I think it was very nice for us. They had McCoy as a healthy scratch last week, so. Yeah. I mean, I know he fumbled the ball, but Damian, I think, fumbled the ball a couple of times too earlier in the year. I think they're paying Damian not a lot, but he's getting $4 million a year. I think they want to ride him out the rest of this year. So, and I'm really hoping so, because I still kind of just had him benched. I didn't drop him or trade him away in any leagues because I just didn't think I was going to get anything of value for him. So I'm happy that I can kind of flex him at this point, still tempering my expectations. But if you're in a league that still haven't had, trade deadline pass yet, I'd go ahead and, make a small offer for him. Now probably not the time since he just came off one of his better games. But yeah, I mean, you're still drafting. I think you still roster Darrell Williams or Darwin Thompson. But it looks like they're moving away from McCoy with the healthy scratch. That was surprising.
All right, we got.
I don't want to beat the dead horse on that one.
Okay, good.
I think who's said enough.
All right, Cocoa Packs need 3 wide receivers. All right, here's what we got: Robert Woods, McLaurin, Christian Kirk, Dede, Robbie Anderson, PPR. Pick 3.
Whew. Oh. I'm gonna go Christian Kirk, DD, and McLaurin. How about you, Luce?
Yeah, I think I might change it from McLaurin to Robbie Anderson just because I want to see it.
I haven't seen anything
know.
from Anderson.
Yeah, neither one of these guys are guys I want to start.
All of these guys are guys I don't want to start.
Yeah, I know. They're all of them were kind of they're kind of forgettable. I forgot the list already.
Woods, McLaurin, Kirk, DD, and Anderson.
Okay, so I start Woods. Woods and DD and the last one is tough. Kirk, I guess. The upside.
Yeah, they're all like wide receiver 4s and 5s to me this week. And you're asking me to pick the shiniest turd. No offense, Coco Pax. It's not you. I know you're struggling with the bye week.
I like Woods, Kirk, and McLaurin. Did anybody say that yet?
I think that's what I said before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I think those are the three.
Oh, no,
best.
I said I didn't have McLaurin, and I had I forgot who I had outside. But it wasn't.
I had DD, Kirk, and McLaurin.
That's who I had. Yeah, I had DD, Kirk, and Woods.
Okay.
DD,
All right.
Kirk, and Woods for me.
All right. Brett Martin, 16. Bye week has hit hard. Mayfield or Foles?
Mayfield.
Oof. No. No, that's a no, senor for me. No, senor.
No, senor!
Told you I could get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not against Pittsburgh. That's not the matchup I want to start him in. Week 12 against Miami? Sure.
Yeah, I'd roll the dice with Foles in this one, I think.
Yeah, I got to roll with Foles and just, I can't start Mayfield. I do like his last 2 games of the season, but.
Yeah, he's on your roster for the end of the season. That's tough. I think I did slight edge to Foles, but that's 2-1. So, okay, same guy.
I'm going Foles too.
I'm saying two for Foles, 1 for Mayfield.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But Mayfield got the no senor. Diggs or Juju this week?
Diggs.
Diggy.
Yep, Diggs as well. And Jets defense or Colts defense?
Give me Jets.
I'm gonna go Colts. I haven't seen anything from the Jets that makes me want to start them.
Okay.
It's a good matchup. It's a good matchup against Washington, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to do it.
They're both kind of good matchups, actually. I think I like the...
Yeah, I like them both, actually.
Yeah, I think I like the Jets a little bit more. I just think they're going to... I think there's more turnover possibility, and that offensive line is pretty trash. So there's some sack possibility there as well. And it seems like they want to win, too. Our Melody 695. I need a flex 2.5 points. Crowder, Kirk, Kareem Hunt, Ronald Jones. Also has Alshon on the bench.
Is it PPR or standard? Well,
Half point.
Half point. I think Crowder, Kirk.
He needs to flex. He's got to flex 2. I'm going Kirk and Ronald. I'm going Crowder and Ronald Jones.
Yeah, I'd do that too, I guess, in a half point.
I agree. We already asked Cooper and OBJ and Montgomery and Kamara as his running backs. So you're not switching anybody out there. Okay, Stafford or pick up Brissett or Darnold. Want to start Stafford if he's in.
Picking up Brissett, I think he plays this week.
Yeah, he's slated to. Darnold's Darnold's for sure the only truly fully healthy one, though.
This is true.
That's my concern.
I just like when Brissett has been healthy, and he practiced 3 times last week, but sat out, and he practiced in full this week. So I'm not sure if he's fully healthy, but I think he's back. I think he's fine.
So are you getting rid of Stafford for Brissett then? If word comes out Brissett's good to go?
I don't want to drop Stafford, but at this point, I do think I think it's gonna be tough for the staff to continue starting him.
Yeah.
Without getting some sort of something, I don't know, but it is weird because the fact that they were starting him in all these games, and he was hurt, and they kind of didn't. I don't know. It's weird. They may want to continue to try to start him, but I don't know if the league is going to try to come in and. I don't know. That's my worry with Stafford, is that the league or someone tries to say, no, you cannot play him. And that's what happened with the last game, I believe. They were going to trot him out. And then I think there was a doctor. I'm not sure if it was a team doctor or there was some doctors who was like, nope, he's not playing. And then she can play. So.
Okay. So let's go on to JVB. Half PPR, Crowder or Jarvis?
Crowder for me. I've planted my flag on Crowder. I'm going with him a lot.
Yeah, I've been very high on Crowder all year as well.
Revenge game. It's a revenge game.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I think you gotta stay with Crowder.
I like Crowder.
Even though Landry's I like Landry this week too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go Crowder as well. I think Landry will be okay. But
3 for Crowder.
What do you guys think? Same guy. What do you guys think about Hollister rest of season? Looks to be startable.
I liked Will Dissly. He's not there. Hollister seems to have that exact same target share and role. So
Russell Wilson loves his tight ends.
He does.
Loves every one of them until they're broken and throws them to the side and gets himself a new one.
Well, Luke Wilson didn't do anything, so I don't know.
He had no love for
Wilson. Loved that Wilson.
No, because Luke Wilson
he
didn't like long hair guys. That's the problem. Russell Wilson's a clean cut. He wants a crew cut or a high and tight. He's not playing with that metalhead crap. It's not with his Christian values. Yeah. Minimal impact. I have Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Mark Ingram, Latavius, and Guice. Waiver tonight. Drop Guice for Brian Hill with $40 of fab out of 200. Or does he hold the fab? He's 8-2 in a standard 12-man. I think I would rather have Brian Hill than Darius Guice.
I'd also rather have Brian Hill, just especially after, I'm not sure if, pretty sure you guys saw the report because I pushed it on Sleeper. That Guice is going to be used basically as Chris Thompson. So,
yeah, nothing about Washington.
More work later,
yeah,
but that's not what you want. That's not what we were hoping for.
Neither one of these teams is particularly.
I'm going with I'd rather have Guice than Brian Hill, just because Devonta Freeman will be coming back, and when he does, Brian Hill will go back to being the backup.
I don't know if Freeman comes back. He's a free agent next year. They're not going to bring him back. No, why they drafted Quadrialis and why they kept Brian Hill around. So they have the two young, nice.
They kept Brian Hill around because they know Devonta Freeman's injury prone.
And also he's going to be gone next year. They're not going to bring him back. He has a ton of mileage.
They have a very young team in Washington. They got a young team in Washington. I think they're going to want to see what they have. And they're gonna play their young guys.
No, I agree. Just not gonna get all the run.
That's okay. He doesn't need all the run. He'll get enough.
All right. So you got Guice. I say Brian Hill is a better stash, even though I understand why you'd want to roster Guice. We haven't seen them. People like to.
We haven't. You're 100% correct. We haven't.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm a little concerned, Hoos. I don't know if you're right on your facts. Freeman just signed a contract, didn't he? I thought he just signed a 5-year contract. I thought he was locked up.
Devonta Freeman?
Yeah. I could have swore he just signed a 5-year contract like last year.
Let's roll to the next question.
But anyway,
I'll look it up.
But anyways. So, I mean, either way, it's really hard for us to, like, make coaching decisions. For me, I look at the team, and I think there's more offensive capability in Atlanta than there is in Washington. So I'd want the player on the team that's going to move the chains more. So that'd be Brian Hill. I don't know how much fab you drop with 40 left this time of the season. Maybe 4, maybe 6 tops. Not too hot.
Someone's going to spend a lot of money on them.
Yeah, you're probably going to get outbid, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Steve, by the way, Steve, you are correct. Devonta Freeman signed a 5-year deal in 2017.
Okay, so he's locked up till at least what, 2022?
So what was guaranteed of it? Because I'm curious to that. They could probably get out of it next year because I don't think I've been saying that for no reason.
Oh no, they got a potential out in 2020.
So they're not going to bring it back. If I've been saying that all year, which I have been, there's no reason why I would have said that, knowing he has a 5-year contract that's guaranteed for 5 years. No way he has a 5-year guarantee deal. He spent 2 years of his deal already this year. So 2017, he's got 2017, 2018 season, 2018, 2019 season. So more than likely, those last 3 years are not guaranteed.
So in 2019, which is obviously this year,
right,
his dead cap is $12,750,000. Next year, he's got a dead cap of $6 million. I don't see them cutting him.
That's nothing.
I don't see them getting rid of him with $6 million in dead cap space. I just don't. Next, the following year, 2021, he's got a $3 million dead cap. That I could see them walking away from. I don't see them leaving $6 million on the table.
We'll revisit this next year.
Okay. All right, I got a couple more that came in a little bit late. Dr. Gold Zero. Hi, do I start Kareem Hunt Thursday or play David Montgomery on Sunday?
Depends what you need as far as ceiling, floor. I like Montgomery for just overall. I think he's going to provide you with a higher ceiling because Hunt's sharing the ball.
Hunt's got those real fresh legs, though.
Right. He's going to have a safer floor.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be used in a passing game. And he's going to take some carries away from.
Yeah, I think he'll get 10 to 12 touches a game.
Touches, yeah.
Yeah. And
13, which is nice in the
I think
offense, I think. But.
Yeah, I think 10 to 12 touches is what you can expect from Kareem Hunt. And if he's killing it with those 10 to 12, like, they may ride the hot hand. Not saying that they're going to completely go away from Chubb. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But if Kareem Hunt's out there and he's killing it, it wouldn't surprise me if he pops up in a game where he's got 18 to 19 touches.
Okay.
So you going Hunt?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of a drink of water.
I'm going Montgomery with you, Hoos. I like the volume there. Jay Stu, who would you start? Gallup, Hollywood, or Marvin Jones? Full PPR.
I'm going Gallup.
Gallup, yep. The Lions defense is really, really rough. Rough is in, like, they can't defend. Mark Andrews or Waller this week? I like Waller.
I like Mark Andrews, but I'll go Waller.
Oh, and they just cut, like, the Bengals just released one of their better linebackers, too, just the other day. So that's going to hurt.
I thought you were going to say one of their better linemen. I was thinking, did they have any good ones?
No,
I don't think so.
They just I can't remember the guy's name, but he was starting for like 8 games, and then he got switched out, and they just got rid of him. So let's see. Here we go. MJ4253, whatever. MJ4523. Who should I pick up at running back and start? Currently, I have Chubb, Carson, who's on bye, Madison, and McCoy. It's half point, and then he sent me some pictures. Let me look at these pictures. So let's see who's available. Hines, you got Chris Thompson, Jalen Richard, Peyton Barber, Burkhead, Henderson from the Rams. You got Gio, you got Mostert, Dwayne Washington, Jeff Wilson, Gus Edwards, Pollard, Olesen. Doesn't even have a picture. And Armstead.
To be fair to Quadri Olesen,
Put some respect on his name. Damn, get him a profile picture.
Ty Johnson is a starter in the NFL, and he doesn't have a profile
What
picture
platform
either.
are you playing on? What janky platform is this?
That's Sleeper, I think.
No, that is
Ty
not.
Johnson has he has a profile.
No, this
picture
is like
on
NFL.com or something.
and so does Allison.
It's got it. Okay, it's NFL. You're right. It is.
Unbelievable.
Get your stuff together. NFL.
Seriously.
Marcus Grant, talk to those people over there. I don't know.
So would you grab
I
like?
apologize.
So he's got Chubb, Madison, and McCoy.
Why is he giving us those other? I thought I heard Carson.
Yeah, but
too?
Carson's off this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's on a bye, so he's looking for an RB2.
So
think.
would you start any of these guys over Madison or McCoy this week in a half point?
I'd probably start Naheem Hines.
Ooh. I think I'd roll with Madison.
Yeah, at home, and they could get up big, and when they get up big, they give him some run.
They're hoping.
Well, they've been giving him.
Gives you, they've been giving him run. It's still not enough.
No, it's not. But I'm glad that. Don't give him enough. He's getting enough. Us Cook owners don't want Madison.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying late in the game, though. Late in the game, even like you don't care late in the game. Like there's times when my guy gets his points, and I'm like, all right, dude, sit down. Like I'm hoping that the coaching staff sits him for the rest of the game because I don't want to get hurt. Right?
I've never once said that. If my guy's getting points, I want
like,
all the
we
points.
won. I'm like, we won. Okay, now sit before you get hurt.
I'm super greedy. I want all the damn points.
All right, so we're saying stick with Madison. Don't drop him or grab any of these guys just yet.
Definitely don't drop Madison because you're sitting on a top 5 running back if Cook messes up his knee.
Right.
Again.
The only guy that kind of caught my eye was maybe Mostert.
Yeah, I was looking at Mostert. I was gonna say Mostert.
Like if you have an extra kicker or defense or something.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I like that. I dropped the kicker for a couple of days. Make sure that Braid is not playing.
Yeah.
And if he's not, I like it.
Yeah, because he's got a good matchup, and he'll get some touches too. Probably more guaranteed touches than Madison would get, I think. Any half point tight end I should pick up this week and start. I currently have Hawkinson and Hollister, who's on bye. So he's starting Hawkinson. I guess, let's see, Font, Ebron, Gasecki, Rudolph, Doyle, Fells, Eifert, and Vernon Davis. He's got Knox, Griffin, Goddard, and others are available. So do you like any of them above Hawkinson this week?
Yeah, I would absolutely drop Hawkinson and pick up Darryl Fells.
Same.
Okay. TJ Dropinson should not be on anybody's team.
Yeah, he's rough to own. All right.
Is that what he's developing for himself?
Oh yeah, dude can't catch cold.
Yeah, it's bod. It's bod.
All right, so get rid of Hawk and get on the Fells train for a week, and then you got Fells and Hollister. You should be in good shape. Finally, start my lineup for me this week. Wait, is this OBJ 15?
Gotta be.
Oh, he changed his name. It is OBJ 15. He changed to MJ 4523. Oh, shoot. Okay. He got a little alias going on. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Time to start the lineup for OBJ 15, also known as some other combination of letters and numbers. All right, my favorite. Half point, currently 6-4. Hanging on to third place. I want to take blame for that. Technically fourth place since the top 2 division leaders gets by. Okay, whatever. Let's get you back into the top 3. All right, quarterback situation this week is Josh Allen or nobody. He's got nobody else. So it's Josh Allen, I guess.
Yeah, you're rolling Josh.
All right, for the running backs, we've obviously got Nick Chubb in there already. Carson's out, so we've got to choose from Madison, McCoy, and
I think he gave us the options above to pick somebody up.
yeah. So it's either Madison or McCoy as his running back 2, or maybe if he grabs Mostert. So like he does have 2 defenses actually. He's Carolina and the Jets. He has 1 kicker. So I would drop one of those defenses, probably the Jets.
Probably the Jets.
And get Mostert. And
I wouldn't want to drop him, but I get it.
Yeah, you need a running. He's needed running back depth all season, and that's kind of been the issue. So this is probably
thing with Mostert is it's going to be a 1-week thing more than likely. So
Right.
he's going to be getting Mostert this week, and
He
more
only
than
needs him
likely
for 1 week.
Right, but more than likely he's giving up. More than likely he has 2 defenses because he's going to play them out throughout the playoffs. So he's going to lose out on having that as an option. But then again, he does need to make the playoffs. So
yeah. So would you start Mostert in running back 2 over Madison or McCoy?
no, I just start Madison.
Madison, okay. And we got Michael Thomas starting at wide receiver. We've also got Jarvis available, Crowder, Tyrell Williams, and those are our choices. So I think
Crowder.
we're talking a lot about Crowder today. Crowder, wide receiver 2. Tight end Hawkinson is in right now. Obviously, he's got Hollister already. We already said drop the Hawk and get the Fells. Start Fells. For the flex, obviously, we've got Landry still there, Tyrell Williams, LaShawn McCoy. Those are our choices.
Landry.
Yeah.
Agreed.
No argument there. Joey Sly for the kicker. In your defense, Carolina Panthers or Jets. I guess Panthers, drop the Jets, grab Mostert as a possible insurance policy if you hear that Breida isn't playing.
I do want to say thank you to Run Mexico. This was a fantastic exercise we just did.
Okay. Let's see. Any buy low running backs? I'm pretty stacked at wide receiver. You are, but I don't think you. I mean, Crowder might be the only guy, and maybe Landry that you could sell right now. But I don't think anyone's selling running backs at this point in the season. Is there any running backs who like?
Would have been Mixon a couple weeks ago.
Mixon.
I mean, I think you can still possibly buy low on him. I'm still seeing people trying to trash him. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, he's a guy you can. Yeah, dog agrees very loudly.
my dogs are outside. They completely agree with everything you're saying right now. You convinced them.
What else do they have to say?
I'm trying to think of other running backs that you might look at. This like possible buy lows.
I want to give you a few. It's tough with running backs though, just because people don't want to give them up.
Right.
So Mixon probably is still one. I would say if you believe in Drake, maybe he's a cheap version of something in that backfield if they do split. Now that David Johnson is supposedly healthy, he ran full today. Jamal Williams, I think, is still a decent to go after.
You might get Jordan. You might go after Jordan Howard. He's kind of.
I think that's another one that's decent. I think no one else is really going to be. Damian Williams. Damian Williams is another decent one.
The Miami homer in me wants to say
Eckler.
No.
Well, no, I was just throwing out Eckler in there.
Kalen Balaj. Listen, he got 20 rushing attempts last week. If you're telling me I can buy somebody like Kalen Balaj super, super cheap, and yes, he's on the shitty Miami Dolphins, I get this, but he's going to get 20 touches, the floor is very safe.
But what's his floor? I just feel like
I would say his floor is 6 to 8 points, and if he falls into the end, if he falls in the end zone, he gets you a decent week.
McKissick might be another one.
I like McKissick.
He should be.
I like McKissick more. I like McKissick more than I like Ty Johnson.
Oh yeah, I don't really get why people were on Ty. I mean, I know why, because he was like, oh, he's a rookie and he's a bigger guy, and
he's a starting running back. Yeah, well, so is Kerryon Johnson, but he was like a back end wide receiver or running back too. I mean,
yeah,
give me the guy
he's
getting
not as
the
good.
pass catching.
He's not as good either. I just feel like Ty Johnson.
No. I want the guy that does all the receiving work.
All right, so there's some ideas for you, OBJ15. All right, let me check the other thread. I think we're almost finished here. Yeah, a couple more here. Mike MC525. Who do I start, Kelsey or Waller?
Ooh, Kelsey, come on.
Kelsey.
Both if you can.
Yeah, you should be flexing one of them.
I mean, yeah, if you can. If you got somebody that you can switch out of a flex for one of them, I think I might. Dweller versus Arizona, N. Cohen 22. He just says Dweller versus Arizona, so let's add a question mark to that. Do you feel good about Dweller versus Arizona?
I thought he had Seattle. Dwelly, the tight end?
No.
This is the
San
Niners.
Francisco gets Arizona.
Yeah, Niners
Dweller
backup
is the
tight end.
backup tight end for the Niners.
Right, Ross Dwelly, not Dweller.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
are you guys
yeah.
saying Dweller?
That's what he typed. I just read this stuff. I don't know what he's trying to say. Basement Dweller?
He's got Seattle. He doesn't have.
Seattle's on bye.
Yeah. What are you sitting in front of, Hoos?
No.
Hoos, what did you smoke before we started? He's on bye.
Arizona and
sorry.
49ers
I'm
play.
My
Dwelly,
bad. I have my other.
I think you'd have to be pretty desperate. I don't know. Like the guys we mentioned before, Fells, Griffin, I think you'd start over him, probably.
I would.
Yeah, agree.
Maybe even Eifert. I hate to say it, but
Eifert's actually not a bad play this week.
Yeah.
The touchdown potential is definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Mike MC 2525. Redskins or Oakland defense this week? Oakland for me.
When are you ever comfortable playing the Redskins defense?
Yeah.
It's Oakland.
Yeah.
I mean,
if they play Cincinnati, basically.
Even then, I don't feel comfortable playing them. I mean, there's got to be somebody else I can play.
Take Oakland. Oakland versus Cincinnati. Chubby Johnson, 69. Pick two start. Standard scoring. Diggs, Marquise, Fuller, Gallup. Gallup and Diggs for me.
Same.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. SW Steve says, that's me. Chubby Johnson, 69. New Orleans still a decent play against Tampa with Lattimore banged up, and the only other options are Chicago, Carolina, or Dallas. So we're talking defense. New Orleans a good defense against Tampa Bay, or are you switching to Chicago, Carolina, or Dallas?
I would switch to Dallas.
With
the potential of no Lashon,
Yep.
with no Lattimore, I'm going to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that. B. Watson, 513. Is Kyler Murray a must start with his performance 2 weeks ago against the 49ers?
No.
No, I wouldn't say a must start. I think these rookie guys, they always have a hard time figuring them out. Apparently the Niners had a really hard time figuring him out. And I'm pretty sure they'll have it together this week, so no.
I think so too. Cooter 24. What's your favorite streaming defense for a team making the playoffs? Thanks again for the D. Parker call. He's been my steady bye-week replacement for weeks. Excellent. Yeah, he has been pretty solid. All right, so streaming defense, if you're making the playoffs. So you're looking at week 13, 14, 15, 16. Who's got a nice defensive matchup for a DST?
Obviously, we've talked in length about Steelers earlier. I think the Vikings aren't terrible, especially if Stafford misses. If they do shut him down, so they have Detroit your first week in your playoffs. They're at the Chargers week 15, which isn't the best. But yeah, that first game is nice. Other defenses, obviously the Jets were one. I still feel fine picking them up and starting them. You got any?
I don't like to try to project
Panthers.
defenses. I like to go week to week because anybody that is good for the rest of the season is probably already owned. And there's so much that could happen. Like, for example, the New Orleans Saints. Normally they're a must-start defense, but they lost Lattimore, and now we're pivoting away from them, which normally we wouldn't, to Dallas. So I like to just say it's going to be a week-by-week thing. If you're streaming a defense, you're streaming them every single week. There's not going to be one defense that I'm going to say, hey, go ahead and pick this defense, and you could play them for the rest of the season. At this point in the season, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Give them one.
I'd throw the Browns into the mix there. They haven't been really good lately.
All right.
They haven't been really good all
like
season.
that.
They kind of started off decent, but it's very possible they're on the waiver wire. But starting in week 12, they got Miami, then they go to Pitt, but then they got Cincinnati twice. Granted, one's in week 17. They got Arizona and Baltimore. They could have some decent games in there, and they're one that might be available. I think the Jets we've mentioned they're possibly available. I'm trying to think of who else might have been dumped.
I would say the Panthers, but they probably are still held.
Panthers are probably owned, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably still held. They're the top 5 defense. Yeah, I mean, defense it's tough. I'm trying to look through it right now for you.
Yeah.
And most of them are taken. Most of the good ones are you rostered them already, or like other than the ones we're giving you now. But
that's why I got to do a week to week with defenses. It's just I don't want.
You need to create a little grid. You need to create a little grid, and there's actually I think you can do this if you find what is the bet? It's so like if you find a survivor pool, right? Yeah. If you find a survivor pool tool for betting, it's a grid. They make these grids. It has every team on the side axis and every team on the top axis, and it's really easy to see who plays who. So if you want to pick all the crap teams for week 13, 14, 15, 16, all right, let's see who Washington plays. Let's see who Cincy plays. Let's see who the Giants play. Sorry, Hoos. But look for those teams that cough up the ball a lot and then try to kind of sort of plan out your streaming strategy based on, you're looking for turnovers most of the time. And look at like weather too. Like you're going to start getting into cold weather and windy snow stuff. So games like that can be outdoor games. That's a little edge maybe you want to look at.
What do we think of the Chiefs week 15 against Denver and week 16 at Chicago?
Yeah, the Chiefs are sneaky.
It's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But they against Denver last time they faced them, they were at Denver, put up 23 points. So it's kind of sneaky.
Chiefs are
sneaky. Yeah,
Chargers are sneaky. Chargers have Denver in 13. They got Oakland in 16. Jacksonville in 14. So that they're kind of sneaky too.
Yeah, it's some teams out here now. Well, I guess now that we're digging.
Yeah.
Some interesting names out there.
All right. That is it for the questions. One more question from Wilson27. I almost conveniently ignored this one. Start one against Steve in the Pro-Am this week. So he's looking for an answer. I'm gonna excuse myself from this one. Tyrell Williams, Pascal, or Fuller to beat Sleeper Wire Steve. How do you do it?
Well, I just checked my PayPal account. There was a random $20 deposit from producer Steve. So I'm going to go with Tyrell Williams. Wink, wink.
Tyrell, Will Fuller, and who else was it?
Pascal.
And Pascal.
I think I'm going Pascal, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, you gotta go Pascal. I think even though Tyrell, it's between Tyrell and Pascal for me. But
if I was
as much as you joked about Tyrell, I think Tyrell.
Really?
As much as you joked about it, he's gonna get back on board with a touchdown.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. I think if I was trying to beat me, I would, or if I was trying to beat somebody with this team, I think I'd go Tyrell. Actually, I can look at Wilson's team right here. We can take a quick look at the matchup here. So he's starting Josh Allen, James Conner, Nick Chubb, Marvin Jones and Gallup, Waller, D. Willie, and he's got Williams in right now. Yeah, Fuller's there. He's got Mike Williams too. Pascal and Ebron. So out of all them, Tyrell Williams over Mike Williams, Pascal, Ebron, Fuller.
I'm sticking with Pascal.
All right.
Yeah, I'd do Tyrell.
I think I do Tyrell too. That matchup is just so nice. He could score 3 touchdowns this week. Who knows? He'd probably get 1. All right, Wilson, thank you for listening. I hope we have a good matchup. A lot of the guys we were down on this show are actually in my lineup, so it should be a good match. Should be a real good match. I might swing a little Philip Dorsett in your face because I think he scores this week. I think he scores 2.
I think so too.
I think he scores 2 this week. Actually, he might go for 3. He is overdue, and we know that Philly defense. They're rough against the pass. All right, that is it for the show today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Where is my outro music at? There it is. All right, so you catch us next week at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Also on Sunday morning, 10 a.m., the SleeperWire Blitz program. Start Sit Questions live, same call-in number, same station, all that stuff. So tune in on Sunday morning. And if you want to reach us off the show, it is SleeperWire channel on the Sleeper app, SleeperWire Fantasy Football Club on Facebook groups, and the Twitter is at SleeperWire Show. Thank you, Hoos. Thank you, George, for filling in. And thank you all for tuning in and calling in. And we will catch you next week.
No, senor.
No, senor! No, senor! No, senor! No, senor! No, senor!
Halfway through your question, I stopped listening.